Billions of eggs are eaten around the world every single day. But surprisingly, most people know very little about. Are eggs really the perfect food, or have we been believing myths for years?
Today, we're going to explore everything you should know about eggs.
Eggs are one of the oldest and most widely eaten foods in the world. But very few people know how much amazing science is hidden inside a single egg. In this video, you'll learn how an egg is formed, what's inside it, and why it's considered such an important food. We'll also cover nutrition, health benefits, common myths, proper storage, and different ways to cook eggs. So let's get started by answering the most basic question. What exactly is an egg? What exactly is an egg? An egg is a natural structure designed to protect and support the early development of a new life. Every egg is packed with the nutrients needed to support the early growth of a developing chick. However, most eggs sold in grocery stores are not fertilized, so they cannot develop into chicks. That's why these eggs are completely safe to eat and are enjoyed by millions of people every day. But how does an egg actually form? And where does its journey begin? The journey begins inside a hen's body, where the egg slowly develops through several natural stages. On average, it takes about 24 to 26 hours for a hen to produce one complete egg. During this time, each part of the egg forms step by step until a strong protective shell is finally created. But the shell is only the beginning. Inside every egg are several amazing parts, each with its own unique purpose. Let's explore them one by one. Let's start with the outer shell. Although it looks solid, it has thousands of tiny pores that allow air to pass through. These tiny pores help the egg exchange gases while protecting everything inside. The shell is made mostly of calcium carbonate, making it both strong and surprisingly lightweight. Just beneath the shell are two very thin layers called the shell membranes. Even though they're almost invisible, they play an important role in protecting the egg. These membranes act as an extra protective barrier, helping block bacteria while keeping the inside of the egg fresh. At the wider end of every egg, there's a small pocket of air called the air cell. It forms naturally as the egg cools after it's laid. As the egg gets older, the air cell slowly becomes larger. That's one reason older eggs are more likely to float in water. This simple difference is the reason behind the popular water test that many people use to check an egg's freshness. Next comes the egg white, also known as albumin. It may look simple, but it plays a very important role. The egg white is made mostly of water and high-quality protein. It cushions the yolk and helps protect it from damage. At the center of every egg is the yolk. It's packed with essential nutrients that your body needs every day. The yolk contains important vitamins like A, D, E, and B12, along with minerals that help your body function properly. One of the most valuable nutrients in the yolk is choline, which plays an important role in brain health and memory. The color of the yolk doesn't tell you how nutritious it is. It mostly depends on what the hen eats. A hen's diet, including corn, grass, and natural pigments, has the biggest influence on the yolk's color. For many years, people believed that eating eggs was bad because of cholesterol. But modern research tells a different story. Today's research shows that for most healthy people, eating eggs in moderation has little effect on blood cholesterol levels. That's because your body naturally produces cholesterol. When you eat more from food, your body often makes less. However, everyone's body is different. Some people may respond differently, especially if they have certain health conditions. That's why it's always best to look at your overall diet instead of judging a single food on its own. One large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, making it one of the best natural protein sources available. Egg protein is called a complete protein because it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. These amino acids help build muscles, repair body tissues, and support many important functions throughout your body. Eggs are also naturally rich in important nutrients like selenium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12, which help keep your body working properly. Even though eggs are packed with nutrients, they're surprisingly low in calories, making them a smart choice for many healthy diets. So how can you tell if an egg is fresh? One of the easiest methods is the simple water test. A fresh egg sinks and lies flat because it has a very small air cell inside. As the egg gets older, the air cell grows larger, causing the egg to stand upright or even float. To keep eggs fresh for longer, store them in the refrigerator instead of leaving them at room temperature for long periods. Keeping eggs in their original carton also helps protect them from moisture, odors, and sudden temperature changes. Now, here's something interesting. Does the way you cook an egg change its nutrition? The answer might surprise you. Cooking changes the texture of an egg, but it also makes its protein easier for your body to digest. Boiled eggs are one of the healthiest choices because they don't require extra oil or butter. Fried eggs can also be part of a healthy diet, but the amount of oil or butter you use makes a big difference. No matter how you cook them, eggs remain one of the most nutritious foods you can include in a balanced diet. One of the biggest myths is that brown eggs are healthier than white eggs. But is that really true? The truth is, the shell color depends on the breed of the hen, not on the nutritional value of the egg. Another common myth is that a blood spot inside an egg means it's unsafe to eat. In most cases, a small blood spot is harmless. It happens naturally during the egg's formation and doesn't mean the egg is fertilized. The best way to know if an egg is safe isn't by its shell color or a tiny blood spot. It's by checking its freshness and storing it properly. Did you know that not all eggs are the same size? Some birds lay eggs that are smaller than a coin, while others lay eggs that are larger than your hand. The ostrich lays the largest egg of any living bird. A single ostrich egg can weigh more than 1 kilogram. On the other hand, a hummingbird lays one of the smallest eggs in the world, about the size of a tiny jelly bean. Eggshells may look fragile, but their curved shape makes them incredibly strong under even pressure. Nature designed the eggshell to protect what's inside while using as little material as possible. That's what makes it such an incredible piece of natural engineering. Have you ever cracked open an egg and found 2 yolks instead of 1? It may look unusual, but it happens naturally. Double-yolk eggs are more common in young hens, whose bodies are still adjusting to their egg-laying cycle. Sometimes eggs can even be blue or green. The shell color depends on the breed of the bird, not the quality of the egg. No matter the color, the shell doesn't determine how nutritious the egg is. What really matters is the hen's diet and overall health. So the next time you see an unusual egg, remember that nature creates more variety than most people realize. Some people believe that raw eggs are healthier than cooked eggs. But is that actually true? Cooking an egg helps your body absorb more of its protein and also reduces the risk of harmful bacteria. That's why most health experts recommend eating fully cooked eggs, especially for children, older adults, and pregnant women. For most people, a properly cooked egg is one of the safest and most nutritious foods you can eat. Have you ever wondered what happens after a hen lays an egg? Before it reaches your kitchen, it goes through several important steps. Every egg is carefully inspected to check for cracks, cleanliness, and overall quality before it's packed. After inspection, the eggs are sorted by size and carefully packed into cartons to protect them during transport. Keeping eggs at the right temperature during storage and transport helps maintain their freshness and quality. By the time you buy an egg, it has already passed through multiple quality checks to help ensure it's safe and fresh. Even the highest quality eggs can become unsafe if they're handled the wrong way. That's why proper food safety matters. Always check the shell before using an egg. If it's badly cracked or leaking, it's best not to eat it. After cracking an egg, take a quick look and smell. If it has a strong, unpleasant odor, it's safer to throw it away. Simple habits, like storing eggs properly and cooking them well, can greatly reduce the risk of foodborne illness. With just a few simple habits, you can enjoy eggs safely while getting all of their amazing nutritional benefits. We've covered a lot so far, but if there's one thing to remember, it's that eggs are one of nature's most complete foods. From the shell to the yolk, every part of an egg has a purpose. Nature designed it with incredible precision over millions of years. Whether they're boiled, scrambled, or fried with care, eggs can be part of a healthy and balanced diet. The key isn't choosing the perfect egg. It's storing it properly cooking it safely, and in enjoying it as part of a balanced lifestyle. And that's what makes the humble egg one of the most fascinating and nutritious foods you'll ever find. If you remember just one thing from this video, let it be this. Eggs are far more than just another breakfast food. Inside one simple shell is a carefully designed package of protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals working together. That's why eggs have remained an important part of human diets for generations and continue to be valued around the world today. The more you understand your food, the better choices you can make for yourself and your family. And sometimes, the most ordinary foods turn out to have the most extraordinary stories. Today, we explored what's inside an egg, how it forms, what nutrients it contains, and why it's one of the world's most fascinating foods. Hopefully, the next time you see an egg, you'll see much more than just food. You'll see one of nature's most incredible designs. Science helps us understand the everyday things we often take for granted, and sometimes the biggest discoveries begin with the simplest questions. That's exactly what this channel is all about, exploring the science behind everyday life in a simple and easy-to-understand way. If you enjoyed learning something new today, there's plenty more waiting for you in the next videos. If this video helped you understand eggs in a whole new way, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next explanation. Every question has an answer, and every answer leads to another fascinating question. That's what makes learning so exciting. Thank you for watching and spending your time learning with us today. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and never stop learning. This is Explain Lab, where simple questions lead to amazing discoveries. I'll see you in the next video.